Belgian and Germany. A second Prussian army commanded by the 72-year-old Field Marshal von Kuhn was also a part of the Armed Forces. Sybil researched his project by writing to hundreds of British officers who had fought at Leeds, asking them to complete their regiments during the battle and their exact positions. He then used this massive data to construct this model, showing one decisive moment of the battle and another model, now in the National Army Museum, of the entire battle. Sybil tried to show accurate dispositions of the infantry, cavalry and artillery at Waterloo, but because nearly all his evidence came from the British side, he has recently been accused of distorting history and exaggerating the British contribution to the victory. Sybil spent 8 months at this farm, La Haye-Saint, so that he could serve the battle site. He took painstakingly calculated geographical measurements of the whole area, so the model reflects exactly every contour of the Belgian landscape. In the Napoleonic era, the British infantry generally stood shoulder to shoulder in long lines, usually 2 deep, facing the enemy. Ducking or avoiding enemy fire was a sign of cowardice, and men who ran away would be shot. This is linear warfare. The line was the standard British infantry tactical formation in use since the late 17th century. The line made the best of inaccurate and short-range smooth-bore muskets by using then, at the crucial moment, the infantry charged the enemy with their bayonets fixed. The purpose of the square was to prevent infantry units from being overrun by cavalry. Usually 4 men deep, the infantry would form a hedge of muskets with fixed bayonets pointing outwards. As long as the morale of the unit held and the infantry remained firm at their posts, they could resist any number of cavalry charges. However, because squares were relatively large and immobile, they were vulnerable to artillery fire. All the armies of Waterloo, British, Prussian, German and French used light infantry. Mobile and highly effective, these men were trained to operate in small groups or pairs, hiding behind cover and using aimed fire to disrupt enemy formations. This was a particularly successful friendly.
Yeah, smack him.
Not only because if I do, he might not be able to finish the show. And that will be bad for all. Well, what we want to do over the next 15 or 20 minutes is to look at medieval armour and medieval armour fighting weapons.
So, my name is Charles, it's Chief. We're both members of the team here for Royal Army today, trying to bring history to life. So what we're going to do is he's going to talk a little bit about the armour and the various styles you may see in the medieval period, and then I'll talk about the weapon poleaxe you just see.
So, medieval armour, the development is fairly easy for us to explore, because if you take a single date like 1066, the invasion of England by the Normans under Duke William, you've got warriors charging into battle with armour of mail. And that's thousands of interlinking iron rings that you can see here guarding my armpits and groin and my feet. The only solid bit of armour these warriors possessed was a helmet. But as the Middle Ages went on, and as the armourers began to understand the secret how to carbide iron and turn it into steel, then they began to develop more and more solid pieces of armour, which today we call plate armour. So by the end of the Middle Ages, if we look at another period, the end of Plantagenet dynasty, the Wars of the Roses, the rise of the Tudors, then what you see is men going into battle where almost completely enclosed in articulated sheets of metal like this, and the mail remains only in the garden areas where for maneuverability you can't actually put the plate. Now, plate armour is fairly aware, both Carl and I are wearing slightly overweight modern armours. These weigh at about 70 pounds, about 35 kilos. As far as we know, the average weight for a European armour at the time was actually only about 25 to 30 kilos, so about 50 or 60 pounds. That's only about as much as a modern soldier wears when he goes into battle, if you count his pack, his uniform, his reload, etc. The point about the armour was it wasn't going to protect you just by being a bit of metal. The point was the design of the metal. The fact that it offers glancing surfaces to any weapon that attacks it. Now, there were two main ways of doing this, which, coincidentally or not, form the two major styles of armour in the medieval period. The first was the German style. Germans like close-fitting armours with a lot of what's called fluting, which is essentially corrugation. If you look at Carl's armour, English armour, it's got features from several different types. The arms, particularly, you can see the corrugation. Now the corrugation is there so that a blow striking his arm is actually driving away via the corrugation, rather like water running down a gutter into a drain pipe and then harmlessly draining away. So if you look at some of the arms in the war gallery, you'll see they're quite elaborately fluted. So blows coming from all directions, the force gets dissipated. The other way is the Italian style, and that's the type of armour I'm wearing, and that has virtually no fluting at all, but a lot of rounded surfaces. So again, a blow striking the area simply couldn't get a grip and flew off to the side. Those are the two main styles, the Italian and the German. So, with the combination of plate, the nail, and the reflective quality, it shouldn't have been possible for any weapon to be able to get through. However,
there were a number of weapons which were designed this line. A weapon such as this, the poleaxe. Not the poleaxe, even though there's a large pole long. It's a poleaxe, meaning head axe. So, yes, it might mean that there's a lot of goings going on at the top end of the hammer is in a shape known as a coronel. Basically a crown shape. It's not smooth, because if it was smooth, it would glide off the smooth surface of the piece of armour. So, it's got this crown shape so it grips. It digs into the armour and we hit them, creating a grating impact. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run through the first bit of the fight that we saw and explain how we are using the poleaxe.
Now, we're assuming this is a tournament fight, a sporting fight, so all we're really trying to do is prove we could have landed a blow without actually landing it. It's a good way for warriors to train because it shows when their guards were down, when their technique was off. The tournament fighting was used all the way through the Middle Ages as a sort of sporting practice for war. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to relax and drop my guard, because what I want Carl to do is to make the first attack.
Now I'll be making a nice target straight up and into the face. So I'll take a high guard and my first move will be a thrust towards Keith's eyes.
Now I block and stick on the weapon.
But I bring the cue down and go for the inner thigh instead.
Potting up a bit, this is what I'm trying to draw him out. I block and stick again.
But much like a boxing match, I'm just testing him out before I truly commit, which is going to be now. Pushing the cue to one side so I don't walk on the end of it, using the force of speed in a huge arc to hit Keith. Well, you'll see where it goes.
I certainly don't want the Falcon's beak jabbing me in that vulnerable area. Also now, that's such a powerful attack, it's pushed me back much further than I expected, and I'm actually rather badly trapped in the corner here.
So I need to make the most of it. I'll go for another attack with the thrust.
So I dodge slightly to the side, and I block. Now what we've got here is, we've got both poles up here in the same area. And one of the principles of fighting that was put out in the Jeu de la Hache, which means axe play or axe practice, which is the manual that we took some of these techniques from. One of the things it says is that you should never get both poles too close together because there's too much danger of them getting entangled. And then you've got to wrench them loose before you can actually do anything. But there are times, as now, when it's almost impossible to avoid that, so we just have to make the most of it. What I try to do is disengage as quickly as possible by beating his pole down. I go for a quick jab in the face.
Most important rule, get out of the way. If you don't need to use your arm or your weapon to save you, well, that's a good thing. However, now I am out of the way, I can rack the Keith round, pushing it down, and here I've got a number of options. I can use the Falcon's beak and pierce it into the back of Keith's neck. However, if I try, this might happen.
Let's see if I just drag on the lower end there, and that pulls him off balance.
So instead, I'm going to use the cue to send him on a trip to the dentist.
Once again, you can try it. All I've got to do is step back. With a little bit of force, I can send all his balance and his weapon that way. Give him a good crack across the back, and that tells him that I could have landed a very nasty blow under the back of the helm to make it finish the fight in real life. It also means, I win the first round.
Now taking a leaf out of Keith's foot, I'm now going to tempt him into attack by taking him to high guard and using my underarm open and exposed.
Well, I can't really resist that because it gives me the chance of forcing him back the ropes. As soon as we jab,
Which then I push down, sending me into a flurry of attacks. The hammer, the hammer.
not a chance. I'm going to try and crack him across the side of the head. Missed. Well, all right. I'll catch him with a reverse blow. Missed again. Let myself drop it down. Open. You get the idea how this works. What we'll do now is we'll run those two sequences together for you. And we'll also run that third sequence we showed you as well. But we will, in the third sequence, attempt to ring some changes so that you can see that just a little bit of difference in attack or in defense can change the whole pattern of the fight. All I'm going to say to Carl is that last time I held off dropping him on the floor because I thought it would be good. He survived to show you the rest of the fight. This time
Gotcha. Yes!
In the tournament arena, may well have done right in the Middle Ages. Then if you wanted to see more of the tournament, we'll actually hold it down here and the bank holiday weekend. Hopefully, you may see somebody there. But otherwise, for myself, Dean, and Henry Mike, in all of this stuff, thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Back to the Napoleonics on the way up.
In Spain. Now, no obstacles stop between Wellington's recent main line and Western. Napoleon made one last choice to crush Wellington's plan.
The Hobbit. For you Lord of the Rings viewers out there. For you World War II and modern people out there. And King Richard III era. Battle of Boston Field. And all that goodness. Right, on my way to the next floor now.
And prayers of entreaty to be offered to Minerva's mouth. We cut through our wall and through our difficulties, all set to work with this.
So up to the next floor. And the hall's steel, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm scared I'm going to drop my phone. And up the stairs. Bit more talking this time because there's nobody else around. Don't want to shame myself being the weird man that talks to himself. So where are we now? Oriental hunting and self-defense. A tiger hunt. So I'll see you when I get to the next expedition. View on Leeds from Royal Armouries. Lovely place. Hall of Steel again, going back down to try and find somebody that I've lost. So wish me luck. See you when I found them. I found them. So now we're going into the Oriental area with Mongolia, China, Japan, the like. So we have Kashyyyks and a massive elephant, which I'll come round to in a minute. Looks like the terracotta army there. And samurai, at least I think it is. My Oriental knowledge is not fantastic. Looks like a samurai. Samurais are cool. Got to love them. So there's the Oriental Hall from another view. A nice flag and a bell. I don't think anybody notices that though, but it's there. So, samurais. Lots more samurai. A little room over here. So if you can't hear me, the camera's quite far away from my face. There we go. Looks like a nice little moustache as well. th anniversary of British-Japan relations. More cool moustaches on samurais. I own a samurai sword. Might show you it sometime. Got a little samurai sword. It's blunt though. Some hair this side. So we'll move round to the elephant this time. Looks like there might be a show around here. See if I can stick around for that. Already seen the medieval fighting show, which was really cool. It was free as well. So nice. Added credit. Bit of a difference to my normal updates with models, but this time it's Royal Armouries with real stuff that really happened. It's massive. Thick sword. Right, now we're going into the self-defense area. Crime scene. And what's happened here. No witnesses. Plenty of evidence. Guns from British streets. It's a pirate gun there. Flintlock. Jesus, people still carry them around. Riot policeman.
So that if we do anything wrong,
And we have a cricketer of all things. Suppose it's armour. I wouldn't expect to see it though. Have some British bobby hats. And of course you have fencing. Dueling. Looks like the American Civil War there. Yeah, so American Civil War players, you've got your guns, revolvers, whatnot. So I'll make my way around to the hunting now. We have game for shotguns. Right, what's this? So, looks like South Africa and Russia have a very high rating of homicides, and Britain and many other European countries are very small. The USA is pretty high. People like killing each other over there. Apologise for the awful camera. And the fast moving. I just want to see everything before it closes. Closing soon. So we'll go over to hunting. Nice rhino. And hunters. With the dressings for the Sudan War. Damn, he's gonna shoot me. Oh, might come round and sit down here. Very comfortable. Leather chair. That's nice. Whilst we look at guns. I wouldn't mind living here. Antlers on the ceiling, guns surrounding, and a nice leather chair, which I'm sitting on right now. And some nice paintings. Show about the fire though, it's not lit. Alright, I'll get off this then and show you the rest of the hunting area. Wow, it's a big snake. Hunting swords, pistols,
Sustained by the new code, which is great. As the summer passes, the open season for grouse arrives.
that's a nice looking gun. I'll go sideways so you see the full thing. There you go. big gun shows. A falconry. Some nice looking guns. And we're back around to the crossbows again. So this is being Royal Armouries 2014 in Leeds, and I might get into sort of some more shots of the Napoleonics if I can, because obviously this is a Napoleonic themed channel. If I can't, then this will be the end, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye guys. So I'm on my way back down now with the whole steel again. See, really nice near the top now, with all the armour and bayonets, and it's a long way down. No entry. Right, okay, so I'll be going down now. Bit of view of outside now. Point the camera up here so you can see all the weapons whilst I'm walking down. Right, I'm going back down to the Napoleonic section, so I lied. This isn't the end yet. Come down and actually do some commentary on it. Before it was just all blank, I didn't say anything. Because obviously there's people over there and I don't want to make myself look like a numpty. So this is Warren Tournament, and I nearly fell downstairs. Looks like it's really far away, but that night isn't that far. Okay, going back into the war section, because who doesn't love war? Skip on this. Back here again, probably my favourite section. All the armour and the weapons. Some chainmail. Don't worry, it's okay to touch. Yep, that's nice. Moving on. Around here again. Into the naval area. Hobbits. Modern Warfare. Not the game. Nelson. Crawford. Moving swiftly on again. And back to our favourite section. So here we have the 27th, which is the Inniskillen regiment, facing off with a French cuirassier. I'm not sure which regiment that is. The facing colours are white, so I think that's the first. I'm sure though. I know the 4th had orange because I'm painting it right now. And yeah, see if you can tell me what that is, and the lighting's awful. And back to my favourite section, the Battle of Waterloo. For you guys out there that like Waterloo, which most of you do, should be good information for you.
This is linear warfare. The line was the standard British infantry tactical formation.
This is the French side. I think I mentioned, I don't know. We got flintlocks, various weapons, Arthur Wellesley, Blucher, charge of the Scots Greys, all the Hougoumont with the Coldstream Guards, all of the paintings. We're back around here again, come down to the British side. Some artillery.
The purpose of the square was to prevent infantry units from being.
I'll do a little bit of view around there.
The infantry would form a hedge of muskets with fixed bayonets pointing outwards.
Have a square there.
As long as the morale of the units.
And this is area's La Haissante, just over there. So I think this is what Blucher is doing right now. Maybe a bit of inspiration for you, Blucher, for when you get finished painting up. You can actually see my face there. Hello, YouTube, for the first time ever. This is my face. Enjoy. So we have Scots Greys round here. No, they're not Scots Greys, I lied. I think they're the Household Cavalry then. With some Carabineers. Anyway, I'll leave you here with the Napoleonics. This has been Royal Armouries in Leeds. Hope you enjoyed this one-off vlog. I'll be back to my models hopefully tonight, maybe. Hopefully get the Scots Greys done tonight. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. The Napoleonic section of the gift shop. Trafalgar mug. England expects that every man does his duty. Charge, great cavalry charge of the Napoleonic Wars. Wellington's Wars, making a military genius. British cavalry carbines. And the Napoleonic Wars experience. Massive book. Obviously I wouldn't get this at £35. Wouldn't that just be great though? Richard Holmes. Napoleon and the British. Alright, now this is actually the end, so bye.